Hello, welcome back to Learning Curves. I'm Anastasia and I finished SELF-tember. SELF-tember was a birthday gift to myself. It was about decluttering a lot of aspects of my life and being very gentle. I'll link the video where I explained all the things I was doing, but in this video I want to talk to you about how it went and what I learned. It was really educational. Let's just get into it. So I made a tracker for myself. Really enjoyed filling this tracker out. It was like the highlight of my day. And the more I got done, the more colorful the tracker became, which I felt like was really symbolic that I was adding something beautiful by focusing on these goals. And I noticed some patterns start to emerge that I was really surprised by. So first of all, let's go through body. So my goals for my body were to get 7 hours at least of sleep per night, to not drink any alcohol, to drink 120 ounces of water a day, and to walk 30 minutes every day. So the inspiration behind a lot of the body stuff is I have been waking up feeling hungover with some regularity, and it didn't seem to be tied to whether or not or how much I drank the night before. So in order to troubleshoot some of that, I wanted to make sure I got enough sleep, I got enough water, and I didn't drink alcohol. So the not drinking alcohol held to that the entire month. The drinking 120 ounces of water, I realized that that's something that's really easy for me to do. Most days I drank more than that. There was only one day that I didn't get there, and I think I probably did. I just wasn't super checking it, so I didn't fill in the bubble because I wanted to be certain. So for the most part, I did get 30 minutes of movement every day. I work from home at a desk and I am breastfeeding, so I sit a lot for that, and I make YouTube videos, so sitting here I'm sitting, and then while I'm editing I'm sitting. There's a lot of sitting and a lot of not movement. So I wanted to add in something that felt approachable, because exercising, like intentionally exercising, not just walking, feels like such a commitment. It's like I've got to put on the clothes, I got to get all hot and sweaty, I got to let my body cool down afterwards, and then I got to get myself clean afterwards. I mean, I still was getting sweaty from walking, so I still had to clean myself up, so it didn't seem like I was saving that much time. But what I thought was interesting is a lot of times after I really exert myself, I will feel tired afterwards, whereas after the walk, I'd feel good afterwards, and I'd, have a glass of water and then get to doing whatever I was gonna do next. I don't feel like I need to rest to let my body cool down. It didn't feel disruptive. It felt like something I was adding that was 30 minutes. I'm adding, well, it was like 35 or 40 minutes, but it didn't become an hour and a half out of my day, which it feels like when I really exert myself. That's what ends up happening. So most days I walked. I would occasionally have a rest day. Some days I walked more than 30 minutes. Some days I walked twice. Overall, I was pretty happy with that consistency of movement. Sleep was really interesting. So most nights I got 7 hours. A lot of nights I was in bed, lights off, eyes closed for 8.5 hours, but I did not feel rested most of the time. I'm starting to wonder if I might have sleep apnea. There are a few people in my family who have that, so I might look into getting a test. But I also think that a large part of it might be that we're still co-sleeping with our almost 1-year-old. So that'll probably come to an end soon. Hopefully I'll get more rest then. But I don't think 7 hours is enough for me. I think I need 8 or more. I have more research to do there, but tracking for this month let me know that just being in bed with the lights off for 7 to 8 hours is not enough for me to feel rested. I do not know the last time I woke up not tired. So next up is mind. For this section, I focused on meditating every day, cleaning for 5 minutes every day, writing down 3 gratitudes each day, and I had a blank space that I ended up filling in with working on my channel, Learning Curves. So meditating I really prioritized. I wanted to do it every day. I'm gonna make a separate video about this. It was interesting and not at all what I thought it was gonna be. More on that to come. 5 minutes cleaning. This, you can see I really derailed pretty quickly. I have been working on my kitchen. I'm gonna make my own personal fail video on that, but hopefully I'll also make a success video. Watch my video about failing. I just gonna keep going until it's finished. But it was interesting. In the very beginning, when I would spend 5 minutes cleaning, I would just find areas where we had a lot of clutter, and I would just either find a way to reorganize the things in that area or find a way to declutter that area. And I found myself being really productive in a small amount of time. I ended up starting saying, okay, I have to do this for 5 minutes, but I would just finish that section, which would often take about 10 minutes. And I found myself not prioritizing finding that time in the day. I might go back and revisit that when I don't feel as overwhelmed with life, but right now, that felt like the thing that had to give. Gratitudes was something that I added before I printed out my tracker, but the first day I hadn't thought of it. So I missed the first day. And then there were 2 days that I missed that were a Friday and Saturday that I just forgot, but I did them every other day. I also made these color-coded and it made me really happy to like pick a pen and choose something, and I'm still doing it. Today I have that I'm thankful for fall. I'm thankful for my strength. I took yesterday off to work on my kitchen and it took a lot of muscle. My tush hurts actually today from pushing. Anyway, and then I'm grateful for my mom's help. She came over and watched our girls last night so that we could go on a date, and she's actually gonna have them for an entire weekend this month. So I'm really grateful for her. And then learning curves, I drew a line through the ones where I did not have an idea yet for what that space would be. I wanted to give it some color because it's not like I was forgetting something, but I also wasn't actually doing something, so I didn't want to completely fill it in. But the ones that I left completely empty were the ones where I had a goal or something I was reaching towards that I did not accomplish that day. No color. I know, it's harsh. I considered any work that I did in the kitchen, because I'm filming it, work on the channel. Anytime I edited or scripted or brainstormed, all of that counted. And then the last section is heart. I could have also called this section family. I never thought of a fourth thing to add to this list, but the first one I had was weekly dates, which ended up being sort of general couple time. And then I had one line for my daughter Isabel and one line for my daughter Felicity. So anytime I felt like I had some special dedicated time one-on-one with any of them, I filled them in. With my husband, this included any conversations we had about us that weren't only a fight. If there was a fight and it turned productive, like it wasn't just angry, then I counted it. Also, I've mentioned a lot of times we're working on the 8 Dates book, and so anytime we read part of the book or went on a date or talked about the date, I filled in the bubble. This was maybe my biggest learning. I noticed in the beginning that I was not getting any kind of significant one-on-one time with my babies. Once I started seeing that pattern, I would just spend a little time tickling my little baby or playing peekaboo or asking Isabel about her day or playing hide and seek. I thought that I was spending time with them in this way, and I wasn't. So I'm glad to know that, so I can focus on that. You can see that I really picked that up, turned that around. I enjoyed this so much that I did ACTober. I have another video on that. I'll link that. That's going pretty well so far. It's very different themed. It's not self-focused. There's a different tracker if you're interested and want to play bingo for the month. I will link the Google Sheets to each of these. All of these in the square options for October are, for ACTober, excuse me, are all editable. You can personalize all of them and the categories. And for this one, currently you can personalize the categories and the individuals. I have this locked. I don't think it would be an easy thing for someone else to populate that. But if you are interested in doing this, if any one person is interested in doing this, I'm happy to make a version where you can change out the days and months. I can even add another spot so it'll work for a month with 31 days in it. But if nobody else is going to do it, then I'm not going to spend the time to do it. But if any single one person wants that, please let me know and I will happily do that for you. That's it. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like this video and please subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.